Hey, how's it going, boys? What is up? Source back once again for yet another character impressions. This time is gonna be relatively different because I'm not doing this on stream, as you can tell. I have no chat enabled, anything, blah blah blah. So yeah, I'm doing this off stream because I didn't really do it when it was out yesterday. Yeah, so as you can see, like right now there's sunlight because I'm doing this the moment I'm awake. I'm recording this right after I woke up, and yeah, because I was busy playing fucking Tales of Arise. It's fucking awesome game. Been enjoying it a hell of a lot. I've been playing it for like what, I think I'm closing in. I'm already past 60 hours actually. I've been playing that game for a lot. So yeah, I didn't really want to like bother with this game too much. But hey, new characters can't forget about them entirely. So yeah, here we go. So anyway, we have brand new characters that was introduced in this Flash, which is kind of odd because at first I thought the Flash was only going to be in the next few days, but apparently not. Apparently they did it on the 15th, which kind of feels like it's one of the earlier times they tend to do. Usually it's like near closer to the like near 20th or some shit, right? But whatever. Anyway, we finally have the SSR version of Elmott. I think a lot of people has been wanting him for quite some time now. I honestly don't really care too much, but sure. So Elmott is just in time for Guild War apparently. He is fire. He has 1125 HP. He has 8775 attack. His attack base, his Erut and staff character. Alright. So his Ogi is Hellish Blazing Prison. Massive fire damage to a foe. Boost to all allies attack and CA. Boost all allies attack, CA damage and CA damage cap. Alright. Wow, all allies though. That's not too bad, I suppose. I'll be also referring to the data on my other screen, so you guys probably won't see it, but yes, at least I can see it. First skill is Searing Scorcher. 700% fire damage to a foe, burn effect, remove one buff. When Elmott has 10 or more buffs, activates twice. Oh, he's that type of character, huh? The one that has a lot of what's that, gets a lot of buffs thing. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright, I'll see I'll go through the thing first and then I'll check out the numbers in a bit. So his second skill is Blazing Eulogy. 5 fire hit damage to random foes, uplift effect to all allies. Boost to multi-attack rate. Wait, so these are all going to 6 turns, right? Damn. All of them are 6 turns, okay. That doesn't sound too bad. Uplift? Multi-attack and uplift. That's pretty nice though. Coiling Flame. Fill 1 charge diamond to a foe. Activate caster's next charge attack twice. Oh. Yeah, he's that type of character. First passive, Incinerator. When a foe uses a special attack, activates Searing Scorcher. Wow. Well, that's neat though. At least it's not fucking V2, right? Bombing Days of Yore. Boost to fire allies CA damage and CA cap based on their number of buffs. Oh. But yeah, I mean, like, Guild War is over though. I mean, he has a lot of dispels though, if you think about it. If you can actually keep that buffs up, right? He technically have constant dispel. Yeah, you just have constant dispels because this thing reapplies so much. Alright, what's his weapon? Arson Blaze. Oh, yeah, it's full limit break already. Big attack, small crit, supplemental crit. Wow, that's actually not bad, yeah. This weapon definitely looks like it has potential though. There is a possibility that this might work. The only problem is that this is a stick. But yeah, whatever. Okay, so let's see his numbers. So his Ogi has his Ogi is 10% attack up, stackable up to 30%. CA damage 20%, stackable up to 60%. 5% CA cap Stackable up to 15%. Oh. So in 3 Ogis, he's already capped out. Oh, alright, alright. Okay, so this one he gets constant. This thing applies very, very often, right? So his base damage is 730,000. Okay. So technically it's probably 1.5, 1.6 mil. That's if you kind of get like some of the caps up thing, the cap up thing, it should hit around that, or it might even hit 2 million per hit, because there's only one hit, right? But you can activate lots and lots of times. Wow, he nukes a lot though if you think about it. Yeah, cause like it'll auto cast this, right? Yeah, this auto casts every time. So every time the opponent does this, or whenever you press this, it will always check through this thing. So essentially, you can always just get it 4 times or some shit. You can just cast it 4 times in a single turn kind of thing. Well, technically twice, but it reactivates twice, right? So technically you hit with 4 times, right? So it's pretty damn good. That's like 4 dispels though, which essentially will work really, really well for a certain fucking Owlcat boss. But yeah, too late for that now. Maybe next year, I suppose. I mean, he is supplicable after all, right? By then, maybe, I don't know. Well, we'll see. He Ogis a lot as well, too, because of this. Alright, 5 hit damage. 5 hit damage. So it's around 95,000 per hit. 95,000 per hit. So that's like times 5. So it's around 600k. 600 or 700k. I can really math right now on top of my head, but it's around that much, I guess. But still, that is just base cap. Yeah, that will hit a lot. Yeah, this will actually hit a lot, and it's only like 6 turns cooldown. You do have 3 turns downtime, but it's not too bad. You get a lot of uplift apparently. I mean, it's 10% uplift, but it's still pretty damn nice. 30% double attack and 50% triple attack. That one, yeah, I mean, the multi-attack is kind of like whatever though. It's pretty freaking low, doesn't really matter too much. But hey, it's better than nothing, I would say. I feel like the main part of this is just really the nuke and this, I would say. Uplift is really, really nice to have on him. And having the extra nukes, because he's a very nuke heavy type of character. Similar like when you use Kubira and shit. Pretty fucking nice. And not to mention, if you full auto every 6 turns, you're gonna cast this. So that just means you get extra bar, you're filling an extra bar onto the boss, which allows the boss to do this. So meaning he'll technically Ogi a whole lot more and shit. I mean, not Ogi a lot more, he'll activate his first skill a whole lot more. So yeah, that's great. Okay, so now this one though. Okay, his Balmy Days of Yore. How much is he getting? He gets 3% damage up, CA damage, and 1% cap per stack. I mean per buff. So it goes up to 10 max, so that means he gets 30 damage, CA damage, and 10% cap. I mean, it's not too bad though. It applies to all of his parties. So technically, it's really, really nice just because that he can provide some sort of utility towards the party as well. He gets quite a bit of damage on his own already, plus he's also providing quite a bit of utility to the party as well. He's actually not bad. He's actually really not bad. But the only unfortunate thing is like, yeah, really, it's just Guild War is over. So Guild War could definitely use a guy like this, guaranteed. After all the shit we went through in the last few days with Owlcat, because I'm not sure you guys remember, but Owlcat does have like the dodge thing. There's the attack up, the echo thing, and then it has a permanent uplift hidden behind all those stuff, unless you manage to do a lot of dispels at once, or if not, you manage to sustain yourself and stay alive until those buffs are officially out. Like, you know, when you hit it to 25 or something, then he goes out, because that's what usually happens, and then you immediately dispel it and shit, because that's kind of how you would probably want to go through with that. And I think my setup that I did with 150 kind of did that as well, where I just kind of ignore the dodge thing. I ignore all the extra crazy damage or whatever it's providing. I don't dispel that fucker at all. The only thing I dispel is his, once that's over, I just dispel his uplift. That's really about it. I mean, yeah, you kind of have Frau as well. If you have the domain, that's even stronger, right? But yeah, this guy could definitely benefit everyone who doesn't have like the likes of like Nemone, you know, or the like, right? You know, because Nemone is like fucking like the shit, the top tier meta character for like full auto 150 and shit. But I think even like, heck, even her last was pretty fucking good as a DPS character. I mean, I kind of figured she'd be really good because she is really good. I'm sure you guys already seen like my reaction on like the one I did the video of her, right? She is pretty damn good. But like, yeah, he'll definitely benefit because of the amount of nukes he's doing. Because, you know, Fire's full auto is kind of reliant on that in some way, where you're just focused on doing extra nukes consistently at the end of turn. You know, like same goes for like even the likes of Athena. Yeah, those characters that does all the extra nukes every turn or some shit. It just accumulates so much over time. It makes things very, very consistent as well, because your damage is always going to be there. Your nuke, here's the thing. I mentioned this quite a few times in my previous videos, where when it comes to like when you're building up your grid damage or whatever, skill damage is one of the easiest to actually have consistent damage of. Like, just to reach the cap, it's very, very easy to do that in comparison to the likes of your, you know, even your Ogi damage, your autos. Those two are even much harder to obtain in terms of like consistency wise. Skill damage is always the easiest. That's why a lot of times when it comes to, you know, whenever people ask like, you know, what's the first second skill you should get for like, I don't know, maybe your Ultima or your Opus or whatever, a lot of times skill damage cap is always the one the much better choice to grab, just because of that. Because it's so easy for you to get that skill damage to hit your skill damage to hit that high. Because you have to remember that you're unlocking your cap to be a lot higher, right? But if your damage is not up to par, you have that cap, but you're not hitting that high. You know what I mean? So it's like you need to have that consistency. But yeah, like I said again earlier, skill damage is very easy to get there. So even you're previously you're already hitting the cap, it could just mean you can maybe even hit I don't know, 5 times above the cap already. Because, you know, your base damage, your consistency is already there with all your characters' buffs and whatnot, right? It's very, very easy to reach there. So yeah, that's why having a character, this guy is actually really, really good because of that. But yeah, like I said, the real unfortunate thing is that Guild War is over. But don't fret it. To me, it's okay. Simply because you can also just use him in like other standard full auto setups or whatnot. You could actually just do that. He is really, really nice for full auto. Ogi wise, probably kind of in a way, just because of this. So it's like you put him in like say position 2 or whatever, you are boosting your position 3 and 4 character. So that way the remaining 2 characters are able to hit a lot higher than usual. And plus you are actually technically auto nuking because, you know, you have this, right? You see, when a foe uses a special attack, you activate Searing Scorcher, which is his first skill, right? So that way, because every time, you know, like say for example like EX Plus or whatever, he will always, unless for some reason you don't hit past 50 for some odd reason, but usually you do anyway, he will always trigger he has an auto trigger. There's a trigger at 50% and he always does something. So that means you're automatically nuked this. So if you're using like the Freya key easily, if you have the Freya key, that alone is already giving you 10-13 buffs. So this is always going to activate twice. So that way it's just going to double nuke twice, which is good, right? So essentially you are like having like this extra OTK prowess, like, you know, the auto nuke at the end of turn kind of shit, which is really, really good. So that this guy has the potential to be a relatively nice OTK character. he could also be the full auto character. His full auto character, his full auto capabilities is really nice just because he can dispel a lot. He can dispel a lot and give you relatively decent buffs as well along with it. And he can nuke a lot, like this one. Because, you know, the moment he gets his first Ogi, he already does it twice. So this, because, you know, his Ogi's buffs caps at 3 Ogis, which you can get very easily by the looks of it. So it's not really that bad. He's actually not bad of a character at all. He's a really nice character. Maybe for like even I would even consider, right, even for the likes of like burst type of scenarios, for the likes of Proving Grounds type of thing. Heck, even Tower Babel, because we have Tower Babel this month if I recall correctly. So there is a chance that he might actually be used in there as well. So if you did manage to roll or whatever this specific banner, sure, by all means, right? He's a good character. He's not too bad of a character, yeah. Alright, without further ado, let me check his EMP real quick. Alright, let me go to this. Alright, so his EMP, he has 3 he has 3 CA damage, 1 CA cap, 1 crit, and 1 fire attack. Wow. That means his Ogi damage is gonna be super consistent if you actually max that out. I mean, I would though. His attack is relatively decent already at 87, 875, so yeah, I think you could just max all that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, just max all of that out. His Ogi damage is gonna be super consistent, especially in the likes of your OTK setup. It's gonna be super consistent. So yeah, it's pretty nice, man. Pretty good character overall. Yeah, very good character. I like. There's only the sad thing is that he's not gonna be used for Guild War in a long time, a very long time. Yeah, but anyways, that's all I can say about this character. That's my first impressions of Mr. Elmott. Turns out to be a relatively decent character. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy this or find this helpful in any way, shape, or form. I'll see you guys on the next one or on stream. Hey, bye bye.